Welcome to Data Science Lovers. This is our 22nd video of the course. In this video, we will cover the topic of while loop. While loop in Python. The while loop is used to execute a set of statements until a given condition is satisfied. Or we can say that a while loop repeats a block of code as long as a condition is true. Now, in the while loop, we use a variable. We use this variable for the increment purpose. Increment to this variable is necessary, otherwise the loop will never stop and it will run forever. We will see what is this variable in our examples. If we see the syntax of while loop, then this is the simple syntax of while loop. We have to use the while keyword. After that we have to give our conditions and then colon, and after pressing enter it will take us to the next line after indentation, where we have to write the body of while loop, means what operation or what task we want to perform in this loop. So let's see. This is a flowchart of while loop. We enter into the loop from here and then the condition will be checked. If the condition is true, then we will enter into the body of the while loop, means the task will be performed which is given in the while loop. Then after performing the described task, again it will check for the condition. If the second condition is also true, then it will again enter into the body of the loop and the task will be performed. This cycle will be repeated until the condition is false. Whenever the condition is false, the loop will exit. Let's see with the help of the example. In the while loop, there are three main parts. First one is initialization, second is condition, and third one is body of the loop. So let's see with the help of an example. First of all, we have to initialize a variable. I is my variable which I am initializing with the 0. Then as per the second part, we have to give a condition. We will give the condition with the while keyword. I am writing the condition I less than 5. This is my condition. After the condition, we have to give the colon, and pressing enter will take us to the next line with indentation. Here we have to write the body of while loop. In the body, I want to print the variable I. So it will print variable I. As I told you that increment is necessary in the while loop. Otherwise, the loop will run forever. So I will increment this variable with 1 like this. Now if I run this, see the result. First, the I is declared with a value of 0. So it will test for the condition. Since 0 is less than 5, so the condition is true, means it will enter into the body of while loop. After entering, the first line is print I. It will print the value of I, means it will print 0. After that, this I will be incremented by 1, means 0 plus 1. Now I will become 1, and again it will go at the condition part. Since now I is 1, which is also smaller than 5, means the condition is again true. So again it will print the value of I. Now the value of I is 1, so it will print 1. Again there will be an increment of 1. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So now I has become 2. Again it will go to the condition part. Since 2 is also smaller than 5, the condition is true. So it will enter into the body of while loop, means it will print I. Again I will be incremented by 1. Now I will become 3. 3 is less than 5, condition is satisfied, so again it will print 3. And 3 is incremented by 1, means 4. 4 is also less than 5, it will print 4. Now this I, which stores a value of 4, now is incremented by 1, and now I becomes 5. Since after checking the condition 5 is not smaller than 5, means now the condition is false. So the loop will exit now and our output will stop here. So we will get a output like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see one more example of while loop. First, I am initializing I equal to 0. Then I am writing the condition I less than 5. Here in the body part, I am first giving the increment like this, and then I am printing the value of I. Now if I run this, then it will be the output. See the difference in these two codes. Here the output is 1 2 3 4 5, and here the output is 0 1 2 3 4. So why it is so? It is so because we have given the increment before the print command in this code, while in this code we have given the increment after the print command. So this is the output. What is happening here? First of all, it will test this first condition, 0 less than 5. 0 is less than 5, the condition is true, so it will enter into the body of loop. After entering the body, it will increment the value of 0 by 1. So the value of I has become 1. So it will print 1. First of all, it will print 1. Again, it will check for the next condition. Since 1 is also less than 5, so again it will enter into the body of the while loop. And there will be increment first. Means 1 plus 1, the value of I will become 2. So it will print I now, means it will print now the value of 2. This loop will continue till the condition is false. When it printed 5 at the last, so it will go for the testing of the condition. Since 5 is not less than 5, now the condition is false, means the loop will stop now. Now what will happen if we don't give any increment to the variable? Let's see, if I declare the variable with 0 and using the while loop I am writing the condition. In the body I am printing the value of I. Here I am not giving any increment to this variable I. So if I run this, then you can see this loop will run forever and it will never stop. Means it will run the infinite times and we can never stop this loop. We have to interrupt our kernel and restart it. Let's see one more example. In the above examples, we have given an increment to the variable. We can also give a decrement to the variable. Suppose I declare a variable with value 10. Now, when I use while loop I greater than equal to 5, this is my conditions. Means the value of I should be greater than or equal to 5. In the body I am printing I, and here instead of giving the increment I am giving an increment of 1. We can also do like this. And here after the while loop I am printing this statement. This loop ends here. So now if I run this code, then you can see that the value of I is decreasing by 1 in each line, and after reaching at a point, means after reaching at a value of 5, the loop will end and it will jump to this statements, means it will print this part which is out of the loop. Here I have initialized this variable with a value of 10. Since it will test for the condition first, since 10 is greater than 5, it will enter into the body of the while loop. Means it will print the value of I first. It will print I. Now this value of I is decremented by 1. And again there will be a condition test. Since now I has become 9 and 9 is greater than 5, again it will enter into the body of loop and it will print the value of I, which is 9 now. So this cycle will repeat until the condition is false. When the value of I becomes 4, means the condition is false now and the loop will stop. When the loop is stopped, then it will go to this statement, means it will print this string. This loop ends here. If we consider one more example with some modification in it, then we can write a variable a with the initialization value of 0. Then our condition part using the while keyword, a less than 5. This is my condition. Here I am first of all printing the value of a, then giving an increment of 1 to this value of a. And here in the while loop I am writing this statement. This loop ends here. See the difference between this code and this code. Here this statement of print is outside the loop, means it is not a part of the loop. Now this statement print this loop and here is now a part of while loop. So if I run this, then the output will be like this. So there is a much more difference in these two codes. Here first of all it will check for the condition, then it will print a. A will be incremented, and after incrementation this statement will execute, means it will print this statement. Again it will test for the condition. Now the value of a is 1 and 1 is less than 5. So again it will print a, and then a is incremented, and again it will print this statement once again. This loop will run until the condition is false. So you can clearly see the difference between these two codes, where the print statement is given outside the loop, where the print statement is given within the loop. Let's consider one more example. In the above examples, we have given an increment or decrement with a value of 1. We can also give an increment of value greater than 1 also. Suppose this is my value part, this is my body, and here I am giving the increment of 2. We can also write like this. If I run this, then you can see the output. First of all, it will print 0, and 0 will be incremented now by 2. So now x has become 2. Since 2 is less than 10, it will print 2 now. After printing 2, the value of x will become 4. Why? Because 2 plus 2 equal to 4, and it will become 4. Since 4 is less than 10, it will print x. So it will print 4. Again 2 will be added to this 4, and the condition will be checked. Again the body of the while loop will be executed. If we consider our last example with some more modification, then I can initialize a variable x with a value of 1. I will use while loop x less than 10. This is my condition. And in the body part, I will print x plus 10. And I will give a increment of 1, which is mandatory. Now, if I run this, then you can see this is the output of this code. What is happening here? Since the value of x is 1, 1 is less than 10, the condition is satisfied, and it will enter into the body of while loop. Here it will print x plus 10, means 1 plus 10. It will print 11. Now note one thing here, that here the value of x will not change. It will only add 10 to the x every time. Here the value of x is 1 only. So 1 plus 1 will become 2. Now 2 is less than 10. Again it will enter into the body. Here 2 plus 10, it will print 12. Now the value of x is 2 only, not 12. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 less than 10. The condition is satisfied. So it will print 3 plus 10, 13. And so on. And this loop will run until the condition is false. So it will run till the value of 19 is printed. I have an exercise for you. You have to note down what will be the output of this code. This is the code, and you have to tell the output of this code. You can tell your output in the comment box below. More advanced features and examples of while loop will be covered in another playlist of the course, which is Advanced Data Analysis with Python. Friends, if you want to learn machine learning, then you can choose this playlist. And if you want to see some data analytics project, then you can choose this playlist. And don't forget to subscribe our channel